Hey everybody, it's Mr. Reality. Welcome to the fastest growing sci-fi dip on YouTube. This is sci-fi drop number 6, and I'm here with psychic medium Liz Cross, who makes it all possible. Liz, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I am doing fabulous. I can't wait to see what we've got today.
I've got another 5 in stock for us today. This is the Witch of Endor, who all your listeners probably know was mentioned in the book of Samuel in the Bible. King Saul, the first king of Israel, had stopped listening to God in his head, and he got very sad, and he wanted to know what is in the future for him. So after banishing all psychics from his realm, he had his people go out and seek some psychic, much like we're doing for psychic medium Liz Cross, and they found the Witch of Endor who lived in the Endor city, and she brought forth his prophet Samuel. And Samuel was then there among them, and the witch was then shocked because she thought, "Oh no, you're the king," and she didn't know what would befall her. So, what if we could bring in the first king of Israel, King Saul, the witch of Endor, and the prophet Samuel from 3,500 years ago or so?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I have them all here.
Have they met in a gathering like this before, or
No,
I thought they might be like have paths that would cross in other incarnations. Are any of them incarnated now?
the witches. And what about Samuel? Is Samuel? I feel Samuel is.
Okay. Does the witch see anything wrong with being a psychic medium? Or is she a psychic medium now?
Do you see anything wrong in it? No, she doesn't see anything wrong. Are you a me? No, she's not a medium now.
Why
Mm-mm.
wouldn't she be?
That life was over. That
What
was
did
over a long time ago.
Yeah, a long, long time ago. What did she do to bring forth the prophet Samuel?
What did you do to bring forth the prophet? She meditated on it and prayed and manifested. She fasted. Um, she wouldn't sleep. It didn't take long, I feel, to for him to manifest. But yes, she did all those things. Was that like modern day manifesting? I mean, it's what we call manifesting now. I mean, obviously you didn't know that there was a term for it back
Hmm.
then. It was just fasting, praying, and wishing
Did she
and
see him?
believing.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, and believing that it could happen.
Did she see him physically or psychically or both, like you are doing now?
Did you see him physically? Eventually, physically. What about Oh, yeah, she did have visions. And she sent messages to him, and he would telepathically communicate back saying, I'm on my way.
Hmm. Did she know that she wouldn't be harmed when the king came to visit her? Did she know the king was coming to visit her? Even though he cloaked and sh pretended to wear a costume and a disguise?
No, she didn't know that.
Hmm. Can we ask King Saul, uh, what did he feel when Samuel told him that he was going to die the next day and his sons were going to die the next day in battle? For those of you who haven't read, sorry, spoiler alert, Book of Samuel.
What did you think about when you received that information? It scared him. It scared him. But of course, he had to go with honor, and that's what they did.
So why wouldn't he take the first horse out of Israel at that point and turn around and go somewhere else if that was given to him in the news? Did he not believe it, or did he just say, "It's my fate"?
He's the captain going down with his ship, right? He accepted it.
And when his prophet Samuel told him, was he angry? Did he not have any emotions about it? What was the situation?
Were you angry? No, he wasn't angry. He
Did he greet
believed
him
it.
when he died?
Sorry.
Did Samuel greet Saul when he died on the battlefield?
Did Samuel greet you when you died on the bed? No, no. His death was particularly violent.
Hmm. What does King Saul think of? But he took his own life, or was he hurt in battle by some sword or arrow or something?
What, did you take your own life? No, he didn't take his own life. What happened? Ooh, he was beheaded.
Hmm. Gruesome.
Yeah.
What can King Saul tell us about the current conflict in the Middle East? What does he think about it? Where does he see it going?
Ooh, what do you think about the current conflict in the Middle East? It's a total upheaval. What do you mean about a total upheaval? He says it's all smoke and mirrors. What do you mean by smoke
Hmm.
and mirrors? Well, what is actually happening isn't what is going to happen. Well, what is that supposed to
Yeah, it's a
mean?
little, keep
Good grief. I mean, talk
speaking
about
in riddles. Come on, Saul.
no. Well, what do you mean by that? It'll all work itself out in the end. Okay, but going back to what is supposed to happen is not going to happen, or whatever it was you just said. What is happening? We don't know the half of it. We're only getting a very, very small report of what is actually going on.
Okay. Samuel gave him the truth. So maybe Prophet Samuel can tell us exactly what is unfolding there that we don't know and what the end result will be.
Well, I can tell you what Saul was saying, which is they're going to completely destroy all the underground tunnels in Palestine, all the underground cities, all the underground movement. They're going to completely flatten Palestine, is what I'm getting. Like they're going to take it all out, like layer by layer. Why is that? Do they believe that, there's there's problems in this? Yes, they believe that these terrorists have gone underground, is what he's saying. And they're just planning to rip out all the tunnels, is what I'm getting. Yeah. I mean, and this is going to be extremely controversial. And I know that you don't have a side and I don't have a side, and I pretty much stay out of it.
I
I
just
mean, I
thought the first king might have a thought. Well, Saul,
don't, yeah.
Samuel, the Witch of Endor, thank you so much for coming forth. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again. We got to move on. It's a fast-paced thing here, Liz. We got the helicopter hieroglyphics of Abydos. So here,
Hmm.
this is a cartouche and the reign of Seti the First, and people say it resembles a helicopter or maybe a submarine or a Star Wars land cruiser. I wonder if we could bring in Seti the First and maybe the person that carved this and see what does this really mean? What did it represent?
Oh my gosh, how old is that?
It's about 3,000 years old, I'd say.
And they had those types of, hmm, where
So we're
does
interested
that
in
come
that
from?
helicopter. So I don't have a picture of Seti the First. They didn't have cameras back then, but this was
Okay.
originally his cartouche, and then it was written over by Ramses the Second, I believe, if memory serves correctly. So it's like transposed cartouche. So there's two cartouches here, two scribes over a couple hundred years.
Those were downloads.
Downloads from the scribe or downloads from Seti, who originated this template and told them to carve it.
Who originated that? The sage. Yeah, the sage. Like described that this is what the future is going to look like. There's going to be these, ships and these things in the sky. And like they always were looking to paint a picture of the future. This obviously was
Oh,
way out in the future.
yeah, 3,000 years or so. Did they know that how far out? Were they remote viewers in a way?
Oh, did you know how? No, they didn't know.
So this doesn't
They,
represent something of the time. It's more about something this sage or group of sages saw in their mind about the future, and they wanted SETI to represent that future.
yes, yes. And for like us in the here and now to obviously say, well, yeah, they knew. They knew that this was coming. They knew what the future was. They could see into the future.
They knew today was coming. What is the second one? Like the land speeder from Star Wars there over like here.
What is that? What is that second one? Is that an object that flies in? No, no, that's a like a speedboat. That's a boat.
Hmm. And this is an airplane, I guess, the second one.
Yes.
And so what were they trying to convey?
That these are the machines of the future.
So they knew, they saw it. They thought, well, boy, I guess we know. They didn't have one then. They just thought that's what it represents. He didn't have a helicopter, right?
No, but I'm asking, like, did a time traveler give you that information? And that's a no. And I'm saying, well, then were you connecting with someone in the future to give you that information? Now he believes yes, they were connecting with future beings
Hmm.
that were sending that information back.
How long ago or in the future were they talking to beings of the now or present or past?
I mean, he says that they went even as much as to a million years in the future.
Hmm. It's a good technique. I'll have to teach that in my next remote
Yeah.
viewing course. Thank you very much, fellas. We appreciate it. Now we know that the helicopter is the now, not something that they had back then, the
Wow.
so-called hieroglyphics. I want to know if we can move on next to Patty. This is Bigfoot Patty, captured in 1976 by Baum Giblin and Roger Patterson. And it's one of the most notoriously famous videos of Bigfoot. And it was taken, I forget where they took it, but I wondered if you could connect with this creature, entity on the screen, maybe find out if she's still alive, what her life is like, get more
Um,
information about her, not about the video itself.
are you still alive? Sh- She is.
She is still alive. This is taken over like 80 years ago. How long do they live?
How long do you live? Up to 120.
Up to 120. And how old is she now? Is she getting up there?
How old are you now? About 100.
Wow. What is her species name and origin? Do they know?
What is your species name and origin? Sasquatch, what? A. Sasquatch A.
Hmm. Do they communicate with Sasquatch B, C, D, and E?
Do you communicate? I mean, yes, they do. There's only small variations between the species that she communicates with. It's almost more like tribal or
Hmm.
familial. And do you know where you came from? No, she doesn't know.
How many are in her clan? Not that we're hunting, we're just curious.
How many are in your clan at the moment? 7.
How many children does she have? And how many has she had?
Can you still have children now? No. Do you actually like menstruate? Yes. And how many children have you had? Ooh, about 15. What
Do,
is the period? Sorry, I'm curious. What is the period of gestation for a Sasquatch? How long? 11 months.
hmm. Do they, how do they care? Do they procreate the same way we do? I don't want to give spoilers for the kids listening, but
Do you procreate the same way the humans do? Yes.
can you sense what humans think about you? And do you know that we're seeing a picture of you? Are you pinged every time you get someone looking at this image?
Are you pinged every time you get some looking at this image? Every single time, without a doubt. Yes. Do you know
And
what
how
human?
annoying has that
Yes.
been?
They know what humans think because they're telepathic.
And how many times have you been pinged because of this video? Like a billion, 150 trillion, billion, gajillion?
How many times have you been pinged? Millions of times. Do you have a counting system? They do.
A what system?
a counting system, a system of counting.
Did they have mathematics?
Do you have that? Yes. Uh, Not as complex as us. So if you were to count, what is the highest number that you go up to? About 40.
Hmm. Was your daily life like? What happened when they took this video of you? Where were you going? Where were you doing?
What were you doing when they took this video of you? Going back to the camp or the home, what were you doing? On your way back from where? Had been visiting other Sasquatch, believe it or not.
What do you do when you visit them? Do you play bridge?
What do you do when you visit them? Eat together. How do you communicate? They use sounds. Do you have a
Um,
language? Do you
um,
have like a Sasquatch language? I mean, it's very central to the tribe. That's a yes. Do you use a lot of hand gestures and finger gestures? Oh, all the time.
do they have humor?
Oh, do you have humor? Oh, yes.
So when
Especially when humans are coming after us.
Yeah, so there's, a lot of banging associated with if you watch any of these Bigfoot videos, and it's almost like you're taunting the humans to try to find you. Is that like a form of a joke with you to do that to humans?
Is that a form of a joke? It is when they run away. Okay, I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, what, because we didn't run away, right? And those of you that are wondering what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go find our Sasquatch video because I've seen them. We didn't run away. So, what does that, what emotion did, okay, so now they got scared. So, if we don't run away, then they get scared. Now, they have a zapping mechanism that they use, like an energy zap. I mean, do you just zap indiscriminately? No. Does it take a lot of your energy? Yes. And when you zap someone, like what is the protocol? Because they're getting too close. Do you zap females? Not typically. What about children? No, it's usually men that they zap energetically. So do you know that there's a difference between male and female and children? Oh, absolutely. They know that.
Can she disappear and appear somewhere else? People have said they have a metaphysical ability to disappear.
Can you disappear and appears? Oh, yeah, we can all do that.
How do they
Now,
do that?
I've actually a friend of mine has seen that happen and they were like
Hmm.
totally freaked out.
Hmm.
How do they do that? How do you do that? They just basically swallow up their energy and take it somewhere else.
Where are they when they do that? Are they in a different nether realm when they swallow their energy and then reappear somewhere? What does it look like over there?
Do you are you in a different nether realm when you do that? I mean, what does it look like? And say you wanted to go from one end of the street to the other, and you wanted to get there by, disappearing and reappearing. What happens to the in between? It's just a blank white space. It's just a blank white canvas. Like, and it's only, it only happens for a flash, yes.
Hmm.
But do you always reappear in this dimension on the earth plane? Usually. I mean, are there times when you can take yourself off of this earth plane and reappear in a different dimension? Yes. But you don't know if you can get back to where you're supposed to be, so it's risky.
Wow. Did she know she was being filmed on this day?
Did you know you're no.
Is she what you'd call Sasquatch famous because of this?
Oh, I suppose.
What is a typical day like? Do you go hunting, foraging? I mean, I know you're in your hundreds now, so it's probably less like it was 80 years ago, but as a youth, what would you normally do in a day? How much you spent sleeping, fishing, eating, knitting.
Mm. Do the females? I mean, I wonder why we just made the assumption that this is a female. She is actually a female.
Well, she has breasts, so I'm assuming. And then she's called Patty.
Ah.
So does she have a name she recognizes as herself besides Patty?
Oh. You guys have good eyesight. I'm like, wow, I didn't, can't even see that. Okay, that makes sense. Um, so what is a typical day like for you? I mean, she's talking about children, caring for babies. They hold their babies very similar to how we hold our babies as humans. And do you breastfeed? Yes, she does. And and so who goes out and gets your food? Do you have to go get it sometimes? Do other members of the family go get it? Usually the males are the hunters.
All right, Patty, I'm sorry. We got to move on. We have more people to get to. Hopefully, we come back and see you again. Liz, thanks for bringing Patty through. The next one is a popular fan favorite in the comments section. People want to know about fairies. Fairies, people have firsthand reports of fairies and small little elven people, and we want to know, are fairies, the energy of it, real or just something people made up?
Hmm. Are fairies real? I'm getting that they're not real. Now
They're
that's
not.
gonna be, you know, people are just gonna be upset
They're be
about
angry.
that.
Yeah. Are there other elementals that present themselves as fairies?
What I am getting very strongly is that it's like a concentrated form of energy that can try to manifest itself into a being, and it appears to be like a very small fairy, but then it often dissipates, or, it doesn't, it's almost like a hologram when you see it, but bright orb lights around them, or orb type. Yeah, I'm getting that very strongly. So, I mean, do they actually exist as in they have a soul? No. But are they energetic? Yes. Um, hmm.
What would be the source origin of this energy?
What is the source origin from this energy? Just about anything on the earth plane. So
Can I
nature
create fairies and send them out to people?
can recreate very, yes.
Hmm. All right. You see a fairy, it could be one of Mr. Reality's escaped fairies, I guess, then. Um, can other people create and generate fairies as with bursts of concentration and meditation?
Yes.
Hmm. All right, well, let's do a fairy party next time. Moving on, thank you, Liz. The next one is going to be also slightly controversial, I suppose. This is the, where is it? Where is it? Oh, that's fairies, fairies. I had a lot of fairies, more fairies. Apparently, this is the Roswell UFO in New Mexico, 1947, July 4th, crashed on Mac Brazel's ranch. And I don't know if you've done the Roswell UFO or not, but I thought, why not? Let's see that. What was it really? Who owned it? Who wrote it? Who drove in it? And who crashed it?
I have never, as far as I can remember, done Roswell.
Wow. Shocking.
Mm.
I thought we could bring in Stanton Friedman, who talked a lot about Roswell. Now that he's crossed over, he was a nuclear physicist in this realm, and he might be able to give us a little bit more astute of an answer about the craft, its occupants, its propulsion system, maybe.
That was all supposed to happen, by the way. The crash, everything, according to him, was supposed to happen. That
Okay.
was a real eye opener to alien existence. And that was
Who
exactly what they wanted to do.
who was in it?
Who was in the spacecraft? There were aliens inside the spacecraft. How many? About four. And what happened to their bodies? Did they find the body? They took the body of one. They still have it today. It's being preserved. Is it alive? No.
So, does he know more about the mission that was designed to happen? Who created it? Who started it? Or do we need to talk to the ET agents themselves or pilots?
Well, you know aliens more than I do. It's the white
They're
ones, the
they're right
tall
here.
white
Yeah.
ones.
What can he tell us about the propulsion of that craft? Does he still follow it, or does he just not care anymore now that he's crossed over?
No, he still follows it. And what is the propulsion? They controlled it with laser beams.
Did it come from a larger craft, or did it come from a mothership?
Did it come from a mothership? Yes, yes, it did. But the mothership was not physical.
How is that
They
exactly a
created
reality?
this. Hmm?
That doesn't make any sense.
I know. So they took energy and they created this ship in physical form and they crashed it. They crashed it.
And it's
Yes,
been
they
said that
did.
there was a crash of two ships that day. One was at Corona, and the other was near Roswell. Is that true, or is that a misappropriation of facts?
I'm not getting that that's true. I'm getting it was just the one.
Hmm. Can you describe in detail the size of the craft and the entities that were involved and how they manipulated it?
How tall were they? They were very tall, they were how tall?
I don't know.
About
What'd you say?
8 foot tall.
8 feet tall. I heard they were 4 feet tall. That's a lot, according to the mortician that was there and other people that saw the autopsy.
No, they lied. They wanted you to believe that they were smaller so we wouldn't get scared.
So were they grays? Were they traditional grays? Did they have an origin planet, or were they created just to come here and crash?
Do they have an origin planet? Yes, they do. And how far away is that planet from where we are? Oh, millions and millions and millions of miles. Okay. And were these things created into physical beings in order to facilitate this crash? Yeah, they were. And they knew that the humans here would confiscate the bodies. Now, the other ones, they kind of broke apart and they just sort of vanished because they were all, after all, their energy just manifested in physical form. But the one body they did manage to keep.
Did he ever meet an extraterrestrial when he was alive?
No,
Hmm. Can you tell us about the crash? It's alleged that lightning struck the craft and knocked it down. You'd think you fly all this way, you'd have a lightning stick on the top of your UFO. Not just that's. I'm going to talk to the guys at R&D and make sure we've got that one on mine.
lightning struck the craft. Hmm. No, no, they struck it down with laser beams. They were controlling it with beams.
So the beings on Earth with laser beam, I don't think we had lasers then, struck it down, or the beings that made it struck it down in order for it to crash and be on Earth. Who is the chain of custody that created the crash?
The beings, the alien beings,
And do they still
not on
exist,
Earth.
or are they just energy?
Do they still exist? They do.
Are there
Um,
drinking songs written on their home planet about the travelers that went to Earth and crashed?
oh my God.
If not,
Are they
hopefully somebody
drinking?
with AI is going to make one right after this and post it in the comments below.
I can't believe you just asked that. That is so funny. Um, no,
Are there
that is
also
really funny.
entities that are existing on their planet that knew that they were engaging in this long journey?
Yes, everybody knew.
They didn't write songs about them?
No.
Why not?
Do you have music? No.
What's their culture like on their planet?
Um, what's your culture like on your planet? They look like cockroaches. Even though they manifested something like, white looking aliens, very tall, similar in body to humans. When I look at their planet, they're like cockroaches. They look like very large cockroaches.
I need to get some raid. But first of all, are they still there on that cockroach planet?
Yes.
Hmm. So Starship Troopers wasn't that far from the truth, you're telling me.
I guess. I mean, it's all very bizarre. I've never seen aliens that look like cockroaches. I've seen them look like grasshoppers or praying mantis type of, but I've never seen like the cockroach version.
It makes sense. How do they still engage with and present themselves as tall, balloon-shaped ETs here, or have they stopped that psyop?
Oh, are you still creating ETs and sending them here? No, they're done with that.
And what do they think about their brethren that came here to Earth? What was the mission originally to come to Earth? Were they to surveil, to look at what we had here, and then things took a turn?
What was the like? What did you want to come here? No, they definitely, this was about bringing around awareness. It was time to reveal the next layer of awareness. And I'm saying, okay, that sounds like you're running it almost like militarily to me. Like you're following some sort of military strategy.
Right. Do they have any strategy now for attacking Earthlings? Or are they done with that?
Do they have any strategy now for attacking Earthlings, or are they done with that? Hmm. I don't do, they do have a bit of a strategy. They
Oh,
have like layers of reveal
what's the
is what I'm
plan?
getting. Um, what's the next plan? Are you going to reveal some more layers? Or yeah, but I think it's quite far out.
And are they coming back?
Are you are you coming back? I do believe that they are going to come back. Yes, I do believe that.
With what agenda?
With what agenda? It's just to make it just so normalized is what I'm getting.
What does Stanton Friedman think about that?
What does he think the agenda is? He thinks we should be very worried. I mean, the overall agenda is that they would like to be our government, our system of who we answer to, enslave us, harvest our energy. Um, but they have to gain our trust first.
Hmm.
And that's what they're doing. They're like, they have this methodical sort of plan to keep revealing and revealing and another layer and another layer. And I'm like, but we haven't really had anything since Roswell,
Well,
like
there've
a
been a lot of
major,
crashes.
right? Yeah. So, that would be the plan, I guess, to have more and more crashes so that it's the evidence is there. There's photographic evidence but that's very hard for them to do to manifest in physical form for that long. It just takes a lot of energy. They would have to get energy from somewhere. I mean, are they still bound to the same issues that we're bound to, which is energy cannot be created or destroyed, and they are.
Didn't they revert to their cockroach self when they crashed and died?
No,
Hmm. Do they have souls?
no.
This is a book. Matilda O'Donnell McElroy alleges that she telepathically talked to one of the craft occupants named Irl, Airl. Was that a fanciful misappropriation of the truth and the story?
Did you speak to one of the occupants? No.
Okay, people follow that chain. Well, I guess watch out for the. This is what the ship looked like allegedly. It wasn't a UFO, it wasn't a saucer, but I guess what's your advice, Liz, for people out there worried about the next cockroach alien attack?
It's not going to happen for a long time. And again, they're going to present themselves in a way that we as humans can relate to. So if you start sending big cockroaches and praying mantis, beings down here, that's going to make us run for the hills, right? So they don't want to do that. They want to be presentable. They want us to like them, to want to communicate more with them. So that's why they manifest into this physical form that makes us understand more or makes us think, well, they're just like us, but a different version of us. Those are just mind tricks.
All right, Liz. Again, a fascinating sci-fi drop. I appreciate your time. We'll dig into more of these another bit deeply another time. But if you're interested in more of them, you can either go to my Ko-Fi page, leave a comment below. I appreciate it, Liz. Hopefully, we'll be shorter with these next time, but fascinating subjects all around. Let us know what you'd like us to look at for the next.
Yeah, extremely controversial, this one. And, just to reiterate, like, if it doesn't suit your confirmation bias, I'm so sorry. I mean, I know people are going to go mad in the comments, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I cannot deviate from my findings just to appease the audience. So, I mean,
All
I'm not
right.
I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to sacrifice integrity in that way.
I appreciate it, Liz. Thank you.
Thank you.